Hello everyone, welcome to a video on FIFA 20 Career Mode, which I'm sure you are going to love because EA released yesterday some information about Career Mode, which I'm now able to share with you all, if you haven't already seen it. But yeah, this is just my take on it and some of the features that it's going to consist of. So yeah, let's get into it and take a look. So we're just on the website ea.com, and yeah, they've got FIFA 20 Career Mode Deep Dive little article that they posted. So it comes down and it says they've had a busy year on Career Mode, which is surprising because I thought they'd have had a busy year on Ultimate Team with all the problems that they've had. But yeah, so the Career Mode they've managed to focus on a little bit more, so which is great. And yeah, so the first thing we see is manager career and player career, which obviously we're all used to from FIFA 19, but I can see like the designs changed, which we're not too bothered about, but yeah, it does give it a nice touch and feel. And then they go down to say career mode feedback from the community. So actually, for once, EA have listened to the community apparently. We'll have to wait and see when it comes out, but yeah, they say they have. So yeah, we have heard the feedback coming from our players in the past years, and we wanted to ensure that FIFA 20 will make an important milestone, not only for FIFA in general, but generally for career mode fans, which I certainly have become a career mode fan late on in FIFA 19, as you'll see from some of my other streams that I'll link at the end of the video. So yeah, I ended up getting sacked a few times, as as I'm sure many of you know. But yeah, we're currently in a career mode with Ajax, I think. So yeah, we're doing all right. But anyway, yeah. Back to this. So then it goes on. We strive to evolve and create experiences in FIFA that our give our users more diversity and choice each year, which is great. And then further down, it does say press conference and player conversation. So this looks actually pretty interesting. This is like obviously a new feature to FIFA 20. Obviously, you can't do this on FIFA 19. So yeah, this is pretty good. Now I think Football Manager or something like that had something similar to this, where you could attend press conferences. Although with not like a visual front, I think you just went into like just a screen and it's showing you. But yeah, this looks good. So what does it say? As we mentioned, our main drive is adding highly relevant features, which is great, because obviously in real life it manages a 10 press conference. So I think that's a nice little touch to it. And we also have player conversations as well, and all of the interactive tools and logic sitting behind these features. Sweet. So I'm guessing that must mean your mood in your press conference will affect like the club stuff, which is great. So that is a nice little touch. And then yeah, actually looks a bit like me that. So our vision was to breathe new life into manager career experience by leveraging the huge amounts of data that playing this mode creates. So yeah, as we can see, nice little manager sitting down there for Real Madrid. So that looks nice, nice little feature that they've added. So let's scroll down and have a look at the UI that I think they've changed around. So yeah, we've got breaking news, world news, and club news. So I think this is like our own news section, which is coolly laid out. Let's just have a read of it. The tools we envision are built, as well as the amount of logic behind the stories. It's brand new territory for career mode, and we're excited for all career mode fans to be able to enjoy and share their feedback on these newly added features. Yeah, great. So I'm guessing like the news, or whatever you say in the press conference will then be spread around the news, and obviously maybe other clubs or other managers could be able to respond to you. Again, like it is on Football Manager. So yeah, I think they've definitely added something around these managers, and especially like this now, the player chat, what we're just coming down to. So we've got Sergio Ramos in here. They gave an example of. So this will obviously allow you to interact with your player, and if they're playing badly or something, then you might be able to cheer them up, or if they're playing well, then you can obviously say that they're playing well, and hopefully it'll give them a bit more like happiness level. I don't know if that's a thing. Yeah, it is there. It says actually morale, which is happiness in a roundabout way. So yeah, that's that's quite good that they've added that. It adds a new aspect in, to be a new thing to think about when you're playing career mode. And I'm guessing there's some like UI behind it, where obviously if a player wants to leave, then they're probably going to give you a hard time. You've got to choose the right responses. So that could be quite interesting, to see how that works when it finally comes out in September. So yeah, let's have a bit of a read more on that player morale system. So it says all the features described above would not have been completed without a lot of work under the hood. Yep, and that player morale system is exactly that. So playtime is a ranking factor in a player's morale, and wage expectations as well, which is great. And press conferences, obviously, if you say something about a player, that's going to affect them, which is a nice little touch. I do have to say, I am looking forward to using that feature. Having an high morale as desired will influence the attributes in upcoming. So that's pretty cool. So obviously, if you say the shooting's good, then they're going to be. I'm guessing that the shooting attribute will go up. Now coming down. So all that bit was great. I'm interested in playing that, and I'm sure you are too. So manager customization. You may have noticed in the screenshots above that you're not familiar with. Manager was created in our game. Oh, cool! So you can game manager creation tool. So great. So you can create your own manager now. Obviously, I'm guessing you can maybe scan in a Gameface or something like that, like you can in UFC 3. But yeah, or you might just be able to just recreate yourself. But it'd be pretty cool if you could do like a Gameface scan, something like that. That'd be pretty awesome. And yeah, most of us do remember that the limited customization options within the career manager mode, especially like creating your manager. You didn't have much flexibility in it. So yeah, obviously, I'm guessing they've got like a load of new suits and like training gear and stuff, which you'll be able to use. So, or you can change your manager's outfit any moment during the season, depending on obviously how you're feeling. If you want to go roll like Conor McGregor and wear a suit, then you can go and bang on a suit. And these are all the options and stuff that they've added. Now I'm not too sure if they mention about a Gameface. I don't think they do. I was having a read of it. No, I don't think they do. But yeah, that would have been a quite cool feature. You might be able to do it, but they just haven't mentioned it here. But yeah, that'd be nice. So yeah, moving on from manager, which was a good addition there. Another area we aim to deliver more diversity year over year and leverage the players in game was the news, which I've briefly just mentioned above. So let's see if I got it right. In FIFA 20, we will use gameplay screenshots using key moments of any given match and creating relevant pieces. Oh, sweet! That's pretty cool. So I'm guessing if you go out and absolutely batter a team but don't manage to score and depart the buzz, then I'm guessing that'll be like a highlight or something that would appear in the news. Which is pretty cool. Or obviously, if a player gets sent off or something like that, maybe it was a bad decision. I think that's what they're getting at there in regards to live news, which gives it an extra touch of reality. So yeah, that's pretty cool. To be honest, it'd be interesting to see how that works, especially when it comes to like cup finals or something, or maybe if there was like I don't know if like the goal line technology or something like that. There was a maybe something around that'd be pretty cool. Like how it works, like on the news, or if there's been an issue with it, something like that'd be pretty cool. Now we're moving on down to League UI themes. So now this does look good because this definitely gives it a much more realistic touch. So they've got the Bundesliga, League One, Liga Santander, MLS, and obviously the Premier League as well in there. So this is like a more of a themed background and stuff. What they've created. Obviously, they put the players in there like you get when you're going into an online match. So that looks pretty cool. Besides these, our players will still enjoy the UEFA Champions League and UEFA Europa League, if I can say it right. Branded UI accompanying these competitions features, yeah. So I mean, they sort of branded it a little bit with the champ. Well, I don't know about the Champions League. I think they did do it on the Champions League, and definitely the Europa League on FIFA 19. Like whenever you're in a match, like you get a different background. But I think this is more for like if you're actually going in to play a game. I think this appears a little bit differently as well. So yeah, obviously they've got all of the Champions League stuff, and yeah, that's cool. Now it'd be good to see like for like a Champions League match, like obviously that the score changes, like where the score shows up. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know if it does that already. I not really played like on the actual player mode in a Champions League game. But yeah, that would be a nice touch if it isn't already in there. Normally just play on the manager mode, go through in sim games, which I'll probably do here. But I'll probably on the new one. But I'll probably also play a few games, especially if it comes down to a final or something like that. Now, dynamic player potential. One of the heavily requested improvements to the way players develop through each season was to have their potential change based on their performance. Potential for players within your own squad will evolve over time based on the player's performance in the previous season. Should I say? Scored a lot of goals with a young press box in his breakthrough, seeing his potential be even higher. Oh right, that's pretty cool because yeah, it was a bit of a graft, making sure that players are trained. I always used to forget it, like always used to forget it after the game, to like go and sim the sessions after each game, go and sim the training sessions. So hopefully, if we do forget, or I forget, then if he's been scoring, hopefully that will still keep his potential high. The next season and hopefully improving. So keeping a good run of performance going with an older player to his retirement, his potential will be higher. Right, that's brilliant. I think that's a great addition. So it keeps the potentials up, so they're not just stuck at one level, which is great. But I'm guessing, yeah, like here now, potential will decrease for players in it performing well in the previous season. So yeah, that's obviously. Part of the game as well. Can't just have it keep going up. We need it to decrease as well. So yeah, but I'm guessing like if you was to say something like if it was going to back up like to player interaction like a little bit further up the screen what we had a look at. I'm guessing maybe if you was to say something like good to a player, that might give them a belief that they've got a bit more potential. I don't know if it works like that or if it's just literally based off the performances. But yeah, that'd be pretty good if you could do that. Now, general improvements and additions, new negotiation environments, great. Yeah, because I think most of the time you just went to the same office, didn't you? Which obviously you get. It's not too bad going to the same office, but it'd be nice. It gives it a bit more flexibility, doesn't it? Going into like different places. Like here, it looks like they're in Hong Kong or something here. A rooftop lounge and a restaurant. A part of a lineup success. Sweet. That looks brilliant. Like having dinner and talking about the player and stuff. I'm guessing I don't know if it make too much of a difference in negotiations. I don't know if they've gone to that level of detail. Maybe it's just the new scenery, something like that. Like instead of like inviting them to, if you could like invite them to a restaurant, does that give you more chance of signing a player? I don't know. Maybe it is just a scenery thing. But if that was the case, like inviting them to a restaurant or rooftop bar gives you more or helps you out a little bit. That would be awesome. Now let's go down here to spot fixes and balancing changes. Adding an option the player actions pop up to add a player to the shortlist immediately and go to a transfer with a respective player. Now, yeah, that's a definitely great addition because yeah, in FIFA 19 you've got to add them and then you've got to go back out and especially if you just want to sign that player straight away. It's not so bad if you're adding all the players together, but yeah, if you just want to sign that player straight away, you have to go back out and then back into a transfer hub. So I think they've put like a little shortcut in here. That's what it would seem like. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Redesign team management layout to allow for easier player attribute comparison. All right, cool. So yeah, you can basically like compare players with each other and how they've been performing and stuff like that. I think you can do that already, but I don't know if you can do it in career mode. But yeah, that's pretty cool that you can do that. So they're comparing Hazard and Asensio here, which is great. So obviously that allows you if you want to see who's the better player, albeit the rating will probably tell you that. But this goes into a little bit more depth, which is great. Now going down, we'll quickly go through these. So adding an option to disable international management job offers at the start of the career. Yep, that's a nice little feature if you just want to be a domestic manager in the leagues and stuff. Then yeah, obviously you'd select that option. Increase the initial composure attribute values for generated U players and redistributing weights for player growth between physical, mental, and skill attributes to allow for more physical growth. Cool. So they've done some work on the attribute stuff there. It looks like, especially for the younger players, which are coming through. Which obviously we all like signing and growing the potential. So improved distribution of ethnicity within a country when generating youth players. Cool. Significantly increase the initial amounts for wage budget allocation. Right, that's great. Yeah, because I mean, I still do. I always run out of like a wage budget, and nearly every career mode that I start always run out. And I'm not signing like massive players, but yeah, that's a great addition. Increase the player value of defensive players based on the latest transfer market activity. Right, I see. Also, if someone's been like bidding for them, then obviously the value is going to go up, which it doesn't do at the minute. So that's awesome. That's another great feature that they've added. Fixed multiple issues with leagues that split into playoffs at the end of the season. Right, cool. So they've done some work around that, have they? So I think these are like smaller little fixes. Improve the algorithm used by AI teams to determine the starting 11. Now that is actually a big point, because if you especially if you like going sim in a match or something, they've got a glitch or bug on FIFA 19 where it just messes all your team up. Like, I'm sure many of you know it. It's pretty annoying actually that they've that it's like that, because you have to go right back and sort all your team out. But it looks like they've done some work and maybe fixed it, or hopefully they've fixed it. And yeah, obviously the algorithm will hopefully not put like a player like Mane in centre back, which I know it sometimes does on FIFA 19. You have to go and sort all your team back out. So yeah, I think that's one of the great feature that they've added there. We adjusted the number of saves to 8. Right, I don't know how many saves it was at the minute, but yeah, I used to just delete the ones that I've failed at, which is quite a lot, and just create a new one. So yeah, I think that must have been some feedback. Don't imagine anyone having 8 different career modes, but yeah, some people might. But yeah, the competition changes, fixed multiple fixture congestion. All right, so this is around the removal of the FA Cup. So this brings it like to a little bit more like real life. So yeah, we've slightly altered the authentic schedule of the English Championship by pushing its completion to a later date. Right, sweet, I see. A lot of the congestion issues reported by the community were happening with midweek rounds happening at the same time as European football, although unlikely in the real world is a common occurrence in career mode. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if I don't what was happening in FIFA 19 now. So I think in the career mode, what was happening was you was just getting like pelted with fixtures all the time, and obviously you couldn't, unless you had like a great depth of squad, your players was just knackered. So I think this is what they're saying here, that they fixed that and spread them out a little bit more, which is awesome. So they've definitely fixed that, because yeah, that was actually quite annoying. It's happened to me like quite a few times on career mode, where we've just had, especially when you're in all the competitions. It's not bad if you're out of a few competitions, or you're not even in them. Then it's not too bad. But yeah, once you're in all the competitions, it just gets too much. So yeah, great that they fixed that. Added the new format and schedule of the Spanish Super Cup. Cool. Added support to round down the points in leagues that split off into playoffs and half the points, such as the Australian Bundesliga. Nice. Updated usage of the force substituting extra time to all competitions. Perfect. So that's been added, as you'd imagine. And they go on to say, to wrap this up, we want to thank all career mode players out there for the millions of seasons and the invaluable feedback they've provided. It's amazing to see such passion towards football, FIFA and career mode year after year. And yeah, so that is pretty much career mode for you boys. It looks like they made a lot of improvements. Especially, I'll tell you one thing that I am looking forward to the most is this player interaction bit and this player morale system that they've got, and obviously the press conferences. I think that those are the main thing that I'm looking forward to, and seeing how they use. Obviously they've got that live news thing as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah, boys, that was just my take on it. My take on career mode and what they've told us so far. Obviously, I'm sure there's more information out there, or more speculation as to what else could be in it. But I think they've just given us like a base of what to expect, which is pretty exciting. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've not done one like this before, so yeah, it's the first time doing one. Hopefully it's a decent little review, and if it is, then please make sure you like and subscribe and leave a comment below, so yeah, I can get back to you on that. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I shall catch you all on the next stream.